In this part, we'll be looking at a very useful feature called bulk Exalate. This does what it says in the box. It exalates a batch of issues from one side to the other, and this is achieved through triggers, which we looked at earlier on in the course. So basically, in order to write a trigger, you need to write a JQL query, which captures the subset of issues that you want to exalate from one system to another. Now, this JQL could be based on anything. So as an example, I've created 3 issues out here called Test 1, Test 2, and Test 3. The common denominator that I've kept in all 3 of them is that I've added a label called bulk to each. Now what I'm going to do is create a trigger based on this very condition. If the labels include bulk, then bulk exalate them to the other side. The second issue also has the label bulk, and the third issue as well. Now in order to do this, let's go to our Exalate admin console and create a trigger. If you have jumped to this video, you can go back to the previous video to learn how to create a trigger in Exalate using a JQL query. For now, I'll just quickly create one. Click on the Create Trigger button, and this time my query is going to be labels in bulk. Obviously, this query could be as complex as you want, although I didn't need to do this to add a subcondition of the project being CM. As usual, we choose a connection, activate the trigger, and create it. Now this part is not new. The bulk Exalate feature lives within the Action menu of this trigger itself. So if you click on bulk Exalate, what it does is it scans your system and looks for the issues which it can find that match that filter, the JQL filter that you created. So obviously in my case, it found 3 issues which were Test 1, Test 2, and Test 3, because I've added the label to all 3 of them. And once we hit bulk Exalate, it exalates all 3 issues from one side to the other. Let's give it a few seconds for all 3 of them to get synced over. Now if we go into any of those issues and look at the Exalate panel, it will already be synchronizing. Let's see. Yeah, the first one's already synchronizing. And if we go to the second one, that's also working. And the third one? Yeah, that too is being synced. So in a few seconds, all these 3 will be synchronized. And what's happened is that you created a trigger capturing the subset of issues that you wanted to send. You used the bulk Exalate feature, which basically works by running that filter across all the existing issues. In this case, it found 3 issues, and it's now sending them over to the other side. Alright, give it a few seconds to complete. So the first one is completed, and it provided me with a link. You can have a look, but it'd be the same as earlier. It would be a replica created on your DevOps side. Now if you go back to Jira and look at the second one, there's this link created here. And the same goes for the third one as well. And that was all about the bulk Exalate feature.